Welcome back to the Michigan Business Beat, brought to you on the Michigan Business Network. Chris Holman here. And we are at our downtown studios. We're going to stay downtown because that's where one of the many offices of Foster, Swift, Collins, and Smith are located. They're all over Michigan, as a matter of fact. And we're going to be spending a little bit of time here with Amanda Dernovshek. And Amanda, it is so good to have you on. How you doing?
Doing great. Thanks for having me, Chris.
You know, we used to introduce whoever came on from Foster Swift as we name the first three cities and say, and infinity and beyond. You guys are ever growing, which is a really good thing, actually.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. So one of the things you do besides excellent counseling in 8 million different areas of the legal community is you put on beneficial seminars, webinars, those types of things. And you've got a series of those coming up, do you not?
Yes. This is something that I've been planning and thinking about for a number of months, and we're really excited to start this new program. So it's called Legal Strategies for Women Leaders. And the idea really came up because we were chatting with our marketing department, and they said, hey, there's nothing that's really focused on women business leaders and, giving them legal skills and legal topics to be concerned with. Let's fill that gap. And this was a really easy thing for me to get on board with because I'm passionate about the advancement of women, and in my personal life, I do things with Girls on the Run and things like that. So this series is really meant to be geared towards women-owned businesses and women leaders or executives. So we really hope to bring some legal issues to light for these individuals that come to our webinars. And we want to provide a platform to promote resources for women-owned businesses specifically. So anybody can attend, but that's kind of what we're gearing this towards and who we're targeting with this program.
Unbelievable stuff. And, here at the Michigan Business Network, we're very committed to the advancement of women in the business community as well. And they bring a wonderful element that, let's be honest, some of us guys just don't have a feel for, right? All right. You may know my wife because she was also with Girls on the Run. That is a marvelous organization.
It is.
To help kids in some of these areas where they really need mentorship.
Yep, I agree. Absolutely. So when this idea at work came up, let's fill this gap for women, it just felt natural for me. And the team of people that's put this together are really passionate about the topics, and we're really excited to see where we can take this.
So you've got this laid out a little bit. What would be some of the topics? And that would certainly be intrinsic to the female legal population.
Yeah, absolutely. So how we've laid it out is we thought about this first year of programming and what do we want to talk about. We're planning to have 4 separate sessions, which will be held on April 19th, June 7th, August 9th, and October 4th. And we have a different topic for each time. So if there's one topic that interests you, you can jump on for that session and maybe the next time doesn't. But our first session is going to be focused on women-owned business certifications. This is a really regulated area, and there are multiple ways to get the certification, but there are some certain requirements. So we are going to basically give a high-level overview of what are those requirements, how do you get certified, and what are the benefits of being certified. In June, we're going to do a session on employee benefits. And then in August, we're going to discuss ways that you can protect your assets if you're a business owner and you have personal relationships, maybe you're married or other family relationships. And then lastly, in October, we're going to address protecting your assets and also giving back to the community as a business owner and what that looks like.
Well, that and the other topic, ethos, is always an important one too, the ethics of your legal positioning. So let's go back to certification and talk a little bit about what exactly that is and what that does mean to businesses.
Yep, absolutely. So this is a program that the Small Business Administration puts on, and it's the Women-Owned Small Business Certification. So it's kind of a mouthful. But basically, it's just a certification that women-owned businesses can get, and it puts them in the running to get government contracting. So this won't be applicable to all women-owned businesses, but for some that want to work with government and get contracts from the government, this is a huge leg up. The government, both state and federal, sets aside specific money for both small businesses and also women-owned small businesses. So we're trying to give some opportunities to people who may not have them and show them the tools to get into that bucket and hopefully get that funding to do those contracts and be more successful. So that's what the women-owned business certification is all about.
Okay, so the instruction in that, how do women out there who are watching this right now and own businesses, how do they get involved in this program?
So it's very easy. It's free. So anybody can come. All you have to do is go to the Foster Swift website, and under our news section, we will have a link. You just register. It's going to be a virtual webinar. So you register, you'll get the Zoom invite, and then on the day of, you just click the link and join us. So it's very, hopefully very easy. And we've all been living in this virtual world, so we're hoping it'll be accessible to a lot of people. But that's how they do it. And if you have any questions, you can email info@fosterswift.com.
Okay, so that's the other piece I was going to ask you. Is there support for this? Because I've taken a lot of these lecture classes and you want to ask the prof something and they're not there.
Yep.
So you got help follow up. Excellent. Okay.
Absolutely.
Amanda Dernovshek, attorney with Foster Swift, Collins and Smith PC offices in Lansing and 6 offices across the state of Michigan. Thanks for spending time with us, and please pass on to the rest of your folks there how much we appreciate them being a benevolent part of this community.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Chris.
All right, Amanda, thank you. You've been watching the Michigan Business Beat on the Michigan Business Network. I'm Chris Holman. We'll be back.